Hi everyone, this is Joan, and I hope you had a great Sabbath. And I just have a question that I want to present to you. The question is pretty simple. And a lot of Hebrew Israelite men or people who identify themselves as such have used the scripture Isaiah 3 and starting at 18 all the way down to, let's say, 24. And it reads, "In that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments." Well, you know what? Let me start reading at 3:17. "Therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. In that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their calls, and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands, and the tablets, and the earrings, the rings, and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the ruffles, and the crisping pins, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomach, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty." Now, many of the Hebrew Israelite camps have made a point, and I guess probably some of the Christians, I'm not really sure, have made a point of saying that, of course, this is addressed to the daughters of Zion. Of course, it only means the women. And if you believe that, as many are saying, that the African Americans women are the daughters of Zion, well, then, of course, this would be referring to black women. Jeremiah 30, verse 6 says, "Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness." So does that mean that only the men will go through travail in the last days? It's just something to consider. We have in Genesis 6, we have a couple of verses that are talking about the men. Let's look specifically at verses 5 and 6. And it says, "And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart." Wow, so does that mean, since they only mentioned man here and his here and man here, that God was only upset with the men? Wow, that is so deep. Well, you can answer the question or at least consider it. Well, what about this one? This is John 3:19, and it reads, "This is the judgment, that the light has come into the world, and men love the darkness rather than their light, for their deeds were evil." Wow, does that mean all men? Wow. And here we have at Proverbs 17:15, "He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord." Wow, does that mean that women don't ever do such things? So when it's talking about daughters, it only means the women, right? So if that's the case, here at Isaiah 47, when it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. "Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Wow, so it's only the women in Babylon and in Chaldea who have to worry, right? Because it said daughter. It didn't mention sons. So everywhere it mentions sons or men, it only means the men, and everywhere where it says daughter, or something else feminine, it only means the women. Wow, that's deep. Of course, I'm being sarcastic, and this is just something to think about. If you have any thoughts or questions or concerns, please leave your comments in the comment section. It would be much appreciated. Thank you, and bye.